What are the most important supplements for muscle growth? What supplements are actually beneficial to take? What is a daily supplement you would highly recommend to everyone? Which supplements and vitamins are essential? So there are two types of people that take supplements. The first guy is just the guy who just walks into Holland & Barrett and just buys whatever is on the sales shelf. He buys whatever is on the reduced section, and he buys whatever he sees on the TikTok shop that might have like 78% off. He ends up getting these mass gainers, he ends up getting these BCAAs and other unproven supplements, and wonders why he's spending so much but seeing so little back in the way of actual progress and actual muscle growth. This young man is expecting these supplements to instantly add muscle onto his frame, either because he's got a misunderstanding on what supplements do, or he's heard his favourite creator on TikTok say that, and the creator just so happens to also get some money for him buying that, but I'm sure he's completely unbiased. The second person is someone who actually ends up paying less than the first person, but actually knows exactly what his supplements are doing, knows exactly what benefits that these supplements provide, knows exactly what side effects they might provide as well, and knows exactly the best stack for his goals, whether that be muscle growth or longevity or being able to run faster or run longer. He knows exactly what to do. This person doesn't overcomplicate their supplement stack at all. They probably have around 5, 4, maybe 6 supplements, whereas the person who just goes into the sales section, they probably have like 16 and they only really use 4 of them at a time because they take some and realize, oh, actually this isn't doing anything for me at all, so they just shove it in the cupboard. I'm sure if you're actually in the supplement market, you might have gone through this stage before. My name is Jonathan Surtees. I've been taking supplements for a long time, and I've achieved a body transformation that I'm very proud of, and I have used supplements to help me get to my goals. So these are the supplements that I believe work wholeheartedly, have worked for me. I've checked the studies on them. I've actually gotten training from these brands as well because I work in a health store. Don't worry, they're not paying me at all to say this. I am under absolutely no influence to say these are better than any other ones. Don't you worry about that. With that being said, please like and subscribe, and these are the best supplements for muscle growth. The first thing I want to say before I start this is that this list will be completely useless if you're not training correctly, if you're not working out as hard as you can, and if you don't have the right workout routine. There's going to be a card up here which is going to be my workout routine and how I think that you should make yours. So watch that after you watch this. So the first supplement I'm mentioning here is magnesium. Now this one is one I'm sure you've heard before. It's one that's so common on Instagram, and there is somewhat of a trend coming towards a magnesium at the minute, but it is an amazing supplement. Your body needs magnesium to be able to actually function, and what we want when we're building muscle is we don't want to just take supplements that help you build muscle. You also want to take supplements that just generally help your wellness and your well-being. Now why do you want to do this? Because your body actually is almost evolved to not take muscle growth as the number one priority. It just says, oh, let's try and survive. So when you actually elevate that survival level, then your body can start to say, oh, perfect, now I'll put on some muscle, now I'll make sure that I'm able to lift more weights, now I'll make sure that I'm able to run faster, run longer, or whatever. So it does contribute to just general well-being, but it is also really good for muscle growth. It helps you relax, especially when you go into sleep, for example, which is crucial for building your muscle, as well as actually playing a role in the general function of your muscles as well, especially considering it is an electrolyte that you do sweat out when you do go all out on your workouts. So number 1 is magnesium. Number 2 is zinc. Zinc is another mineral that you can get from your diet, but oftentimes we don't get enough, especially as our produce and our meat is starting to become even lower quality and losing a lot of its nutrients. So definitely try and get some zinc in. I would say try and take some zinc and copper. They work very well with each other, and it's very common to find them both in the same supplement. Zinc in particular is good for all sorts of things. It's good for the immune system, but it is crucial for the creation of testosterone. Now, why do we want testosterone? Testosterone is a playing factor in how much muscle that you can make, especially when we take into account something like androgen receptors. And androgen receptors are a direct part of the process of making muscle. Number 3 is protein powder. Don't need to talk too much about this. If you've done any sort of research at all, you'll know how beneficial protein powder really is. Now, in my opinion, protein powder isn't going to be as good as actually eating something that has protein in it. This can be for a few reasons. That thing that has the protein in it will have more actual macronutrients such as minerals and vitamins, whereas the whey protein just kind of has protein, which is good, but is good to supplement on top of other things. So protein powder for sure is amazing. Try and find one that's literally just 100% grass-fed whey protein. It can be organic if you want, but that is an extra step, and a lot of people are priced out of that product. I mean, I know I am. And the full supplement here is creatine. So you'll often find protein and creatine on the same shelf. It's because they're both vital for muscle growth. Whey protein works in a little bit of a different way. It gives your body the building blocks to create more muscle, whereas whey protein gives your muscles more energy in order to work in the gym. But it also draws water into the muscle, and that means that your muscles will actually appear bigger, as well as having more energy to use in the gym. So it's basically like a 2-for-1 benefit. You've got the increased strength and durability, and you've got the increase in size. So it doesn't even matter which goal that you're going for. Creatine is a beneficial supplement no matter what. The next supplement is vitamin D and K. Similar to zinc, this one is one for testosterone. It is amazing for boosting your testosterone, boosting your androgen receptors, and encouraging your brain and your body to not only add muscle, but also to actually make your bones stronger. And that is something that a lot of people don't think about when they go lifting, is you have to have strong bones. When your muscle is attached to a weak bone, your muscles will be weaker. It's like, imagine you build a house and then you build it with sticks. Literally, the foundation is literally just like sticks made out of like plywood. That is essentially what weak bones do to strong muscles. The house will collapse. Vitamin D and K gives you a strong foundation to work with. The next supplement and the last one is fish oils. Again, another one that I'm sure you've heard of before. It provides EPA and DHA. These are 2 ingredients that your body doesn't produce naturally. So you have to get it from your environment. And if you're not someone who is eating a lot of fatty fish, and if you're not someone who enjoys fatty fish, then omega-3 fish oils will do you wonders. Omega-3 fish oils has been shown to be really good for strength, which obviously is going to increase the size of your muscles if that's your goal, as well as working against some of the estrogenic things that are in our diet. And if you want to know more about this, I made a video about it a long time ago. Watch this one here.